I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Please hit subscribe, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. Now, this is not a channel message from Holy Ghost. This is something that I heard somebody speaking on. And they was talking about mans that's single, that has their children's, raising up their children's. So this is something that I'm going to speak on because I know that it's mans out there that's single and they raising up their own kids on their own. And I know they wondering like when is somebody going to speak on that about us raising our kids up, you know. So I get y'all, mans. I got your back. I got your back. So I'm finna speak on this for y'all. Now, it's married mans out there that get a divorce and they end up raising their kids on their own, so they become single mans. Okay? So it goes both ways. You single, when you single and you dating somebody, and then you break up with that person and you end up raising them children or that child. When you married and you get a divorce, you end up raising up your children or that child. That's the way it goes, you know. So I'm speaking on all of this, both ways for the mans. Today, this is not about relationships. This is not about um, women's and mans dating and married couples. This is not about. This is about single mans raising up their children, married, divorced, and single, dating, and not together. So I'm speaking on this. Okay, now these mans out here that's raising up their kids. It's hard, just like a woman. It's just like a woman raising up her child, her kids, and she's single. So it's both ways. You know, single women's, single man's. So they all in the same boat. It's hard raising up children. It takes a village to raise up kids. It's not easy. You can't, you know, your kids can stress you out, but you got to have patience. You got to have patience. I'm telling you, you have to have patience. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of something, something. Now, it was just like when I was married, as an example, when I was married and my husband was always running the streets all the time, it was like I was single raising up my kids. So my kids would stress me out. Believe me, they would stress me out. But the only way for them to keep them from stressing me out, for me killing them, I'm just telling y'all the truth, for me to not kill my children, because God knows it was many days that I wanted to kill them. Because kids can really make you so angry that you want to just shake them and just keep shaking them where they don't just gone. I'm telling you, I know how y'all feel. I'm telling you. But anyway, I used to tell my children when they used to make me so angry, I would tell them, go in your room, shut your door. Do not come out that room unless I call you out the room. Because they make you so angry that you want to, woo! Yeah, I know. I understand. And the only way for you to handle that is to have them to go in the room, shut the door, watch the TV, play their games, whatever they got in their room, their toys or whatever, and let them play in there. When they get playing, when they start to playing with their toys and all that stuff, you go look in that room, they are knocked out sleep. They gone because they don't tire themselves out. They done tired themselves out playing with their toys. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes they'll keep coming out of that room bugging you like, Mom, Dad, or whatever. Or, Dad, this is always this. They doing this, they doing that. And you tell them, look, didn't I tell you to go in the room and watch TV? The best thing you can do when you got two kids or, you know, kids that's all in the house together, You have to survive them. You got to, you know, pull them apart from each other. Have, if you got like, say, 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms or whatever, you have one to go in the other room, have the other ones to go in the other room, have the other ones to go in the other room. That means you separate away from them, you separate them away so they won't be going at it with each other. So you got to split them apart. But if you have to have one, like, okay, say, look, you go in the front room, watch the TV, or you go in the kitchen and watch the TV. You go in the bedroom and watch the TV. You have to separate them apart. And once you do that, it's peace and quiet. It's peace and quiet. So that goes for the ladies too, you know, which I said it was about the mans, but you know, always some kind of way women's end up in the conversation. So yeah, it goes for the ladies too, the single mothers, separate the children, separate them into other rooms and, you know, other house. And that will calm them down. That will calm a lot of them down. Now, mans, single fathers, I know y'all don't like whooping y'all kids because y'all feel if y'all whoop y'all kids, y'all gonna hurt y'all kids because of y'all strength. And I understand that. I understand that. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. So I know this is what y'all do. Y'all have y'all kids to go stand in the corner. That's what y'all do. In order for y'all not to whoop y'all children, y'all tell them, hey, what I tell you, go get in that corner. Go get in the corner and don't come out that corner until I tell you to come out that corner. Sometimes y'all will have the kids standing in the corner all day. They will fall asleep in the corner. And then y'all had to pick them up out the chair and put them in the bed because y'all let them sit in the corner so long that you forget that they're in the corner. Y'all really sometimes forget that y'all leave y'all kids in the corner after y'all tell them to go in the corner and stare at the wall. And when y'all forget that they in the corner, then y'all think about, oh my God, that's right, I left my child. I told my child to go in the corner and I forgot he was in the corner. Then you go in there and see that he's asleep. Then y'all pick him up and put him in the bed. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool right there. That's a good thing. To keep you from whooping your children, that is a beautiful thing. What y'all do, mans. That is nice. What y'all do. But when it comes to like getting somebody to watch your children, be careful who you get to watch your children. Because you can have like a boy or a girl, or you can have a boy and a girl, or you can just have a boy or a girl, whatever which way it goes. Be careful who you get to watch your children. Now, when you get somebody to watch your children, make sure you know all about this person before you have them to watch your children. Or if you can't get nobody to watch your children, put them in daycare. Find a good daycare that you can trust, that you know that nobody is not going to harm your children, and put that child in daycare because you know you have to work and pay them bills. And you cannot miss your job, miss days out of work by spending time with your kids all day. So you have to find somebody that you can trust or put your children in daycare. That's how you do that. And then when you come home from work, spend time with your children. Talk to them. Don't just shut them out because you figure you need time for yourself. Look, you made these kids. I understand that the lady walked away. I understand that. But you decided to step up and raise these kids. So that's your responsibility to act responsible, to raise them kids. Like when they come home from school and they need help with their homework, help them. I don't care how tired you is. I don't care. Get up and help your children. No matter how tired you is when you come home from work, get a little bit of rest and then help your children with your homework. Just don't have your child not thinking that you're not good enough to be there to help them. That's what you signed up for, to be a single parent. So that is your job, to help them with their education so they can make it in school. You have to do all you can to raise your children. You just like putting yourself in a lady's shoes when you decide to raise your children. When you go shopping, when you go shopping, take them with you. Just keep an eye on your kids. Take them with you like every woman do. When they single, they take their kids shopping. They do everything. Take them shopping. If you got to wash your clothes, take them with you to the laundromat. Wash clothes. Do all of that. Even if you got a newborn baby, put the baby in the car seat. Take the baby in the car. Take the baby in the laundry room with you. Put the baby in a chair, in a high chair, whatever chair you got for the baby, the car seat chair, whatever. Sit the baby up there while you're washing the clothes. It could, a lot of things you could do, just like women's, to take care of your kids the same way, no different. The same way. Take them to the laundromat with you. Take them shopping with you. Put the baby in the buggy. Pull the baby in the buggy while you in the buggy shopping. While you pulling the buggy around and the baby in the buggy. Do that. That's what you're doing. You signed up for this. You got to put yourself in a woman's shoes, and that's what you got to do. Everything. Make sure the baby take a bath. Make sure you in that bathroom with that baby when that baby is taking a bath. When he's like, when your baby is like 3 years old and you got to wash up the baby in the tub and all that. Cool. When the baby get 5 years old or whatever, 6 years old, and they learn, and you teach them how to learn how to wash themselves up when they start getting like 5 or 6 years old. Teach them. Show them how to wash up themselves, because at that time they are ready to learn how to wash up themselves. They ain't gonna need you to do that for them when they start getting that age, but you have to keep showing them, because they don't be clean, because they will make you think that they washed up themselves, and you see that they still look dirty. Then you got to make them go right back in that tub and get in there and wash over again. Keep your eyes on them, because when they get that age, they don't want to do that. They scared of the water. So you got to make sure they stay in that water, even if you got to sit in that bathroom on the toilet stool and watch them wash up. Sit on that toilet stool and watch them wash up in that tub, and make sure they clean. Show them how to do it. It's going to take time for them to learn it, but you got to keep showing them until they get it right. And once they get it right, then you ain't going to have to be in the bathroom with them, because they will know how to do this on their own. So now, putting them in the bed, you know, making sure once they take their bath, put them in the bed and all that, they go to sleep and all that. Wake up in the morning, you got to go to work. Make sure you have somebody there. That's because they're only 5 years old. They're gonna need somebody there. If you gotta be at work around like 6 or 7 in the morning, then try to find somebody that you know that will come and be there with them, so they can get them ready for school. If you can trust somebody that can do that, because I know that's hard. Or you're going to have to make some kind of arrangements with your job and ask your boss, is there any kind of way you can come in late or whatever, so because you got to get your kids ready for school. You got to make sure that they are ready for school. Or you got to find a daycare that's open at the same time that you go to work at that time of the morning, and you have to get them up and get them there at daycare. That's what you're gonna have to do. That's like I said, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise up kids. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's a lot that you got to do. A lot. A lot. So yeah, it's not easy, but that's what you have to do. You have to spend time with your children. Spend time with them. Take them out to eat. Do everything with your children like every single woman do. You do the same thing. You know, Like I said, when they get on your nerves, put them in a room. Separate them. Don't put them in a room together. Separate them. That'll calm down a lot of noise in the house. You know, that's what you do. And if you can find somebody to watch them while you go to work, that's cool too. But if you can't, put them in daycare. There's daycares out there, but you find a daycare that you can trust, that you know ain't nobody gonna put their hands on on your child or your children's. Make sure you find somebody that would do that. Make sure you do a thorough background check on these people, on this daycare, give somebody before you give up your child and have these daycare people to watch your children. Because some of these daycares, these people do put their hands on your children. Sometimes these kids get molested in daycare too. So you have to pick out the right daycare where you know that you can trust your children's being in this daycare with. Make sure you do that. Be careful with your kids, single fathers. So do not shut your children out. Spend time with them. When it comes to their homework, help them. I don't care how tired you is. Come home and help your kids with their homework. Do not shut your kids out, because when you shut your kids out, that's what make your kids rebel and act crazy with you, because they figure that you don't have no time for them.